I think that's right, isn't it, Joel? The way that Palace played in the second half, having altered things systematically, they showed they're a match for literally anybody in the Premier League, quite comfortably, Palace.
Absolutely. I think in that second half, you saw a little bit. I think first half was a little bit passive, not getting up to the ball, not getting a bit of contact on players. And second half, I think you got Adam Wharton going on the ball and starting to break lines. You got JP running in behind. Obviously, you pride yourself on your defensive structure. And you can spring from that, and they, like the manager said there, they matched Arsenal and went above and beyond, and probably in the second half were the better team.
And you really wanted Adam Wharton to get on the ball in the second half, and he does. What does he do so well which brings so much benefit to Palace and maybe internationally as well?
It's the composure. The composure and the technical ability. He can get himself out of little pockets of areas, and if you've got runners, willing runners, or you've got a good hold-up man like a Mateta who can hold it up and people could go and join him, he gives you the ball. He's the kind of midfielder I want to be playing in front of, because I know he's going to constantly be looking for me, even if it's a difficult pass.
He looks forward every time, doesn't he?
He looks forward, and that's what you want from him. And I thought he got a lot better chances to do that in the second half than he did in the first half. And that's why they started to play a lot better, Palace.
Yeah. What's his ceiling, Adam Wharton?
The sky's the limit, I think, for him in the way in which he plays. I think the way in which he handles. Since he's come to Palace and the spotlight that's been on him, and he deserves the plaudits that he's got, because he's come in and he's changed the way in which that we play in many ways. He's the orchestrator in there, and he's the quarterback who kind of dictates the game. And like we said there, his first thought is to play forward, and he's not scared of making those passes time and time again.
And I think, what I think with him is they should have started the game like that. They should have started the game with a little bit more gusto, a little bit more. Let's go and get them. Let's go for Palace, because they go for Arsenal, because they've got players trying to impress themselves. So they should have put them under a bit more pressure.
We're hearing good news. Chris Richards, it looked worse than it is, and they're hoping he'll be all right for New Year's Day. I mean, obviously, whenever you see blood, you're thinking, oh, it's terrible. But actually, fingers crossed, it's not as bad as that. Arsenal got 5 games before they play the first leg against Chelsea. You said it earlier, Ian, that they're just making very heavy work of things. I mean, the last 3 goals they've scored at the Emirates have all been own goals.
Yeah.
2 against Wolves and today. Why are they making such heavy work of things?
I think they're just not taking the chances to be more relaxed in games. You've got to take those chances, and it's not easy. If it was easy, I'm sure they would have done it, no problem. But you've got to take those chances. You've got to be more ruthless with those. I think especially the first time with Noni Madueke, I thought that was a very good chance. I thought some of the goalkeeper's saves were good saves, but I thought there were chances that people should have been able to take. And then you get more comfortable in the game and you feel a little bit more confident. And then maybe bring on some other players, you can see the game out. But we don't seem to be doing that in a minute. And it's something that we're going to have to learn to do as this season's going on, if we're going to try and win the title.
I think I said to you during the game, I think there was a moment when Ebbs got the ball on his back foot. Could he have maybe taken the shot?
Yeah.
But he's found the pass, and the same with Gabriel, with Jesus. Jesus, he could have taken that shot on. And when you're not set as a defender, things can go through your legs. If you can take it off your back of your heel and wrong foot the keeper, because the keeper's not set either. So.
A little bit more decisiveness.
Just take the shot on.
I said to Ian in the middle of the second half, Man City would be winning this game 2-0. Do you know what I mean? The way Haaland is, that's the big difference, isn't it? Arsenal have to narrow that gap if they're going to win the league.
But what I did like Mourinho saying, was the mentality of the guys and making sure that they're mature in the way in which they play, especially later on in games, not to get, flustered by the noise and the pressure that they're under, but to trust in the process. They're coming through. They've been together for a long period of time now, and their characters are growing, their maturity's growing. So I think they're only going from strength to strength.
Hopefully.
Absolutely. Well, now they've got the squad to deal with it as well. Anyway, Joel, great.
Mikel, all's well that ends well. A semi-final now. Can you share your thoughts on the performance?
Well, very happy to win the semi-final. Obviously, we played against a team that is very difficult to generate chances. We generated a lot. We should have scored many more goals than the one that we scored. And when you don't close the games, it can always happen. A short piece, a long throw, or a wide free kick, like it happened. But and you have to rely again on the boxes. And I think the players were so composed with the penalties. And at the end, Kepa managed to save one, and where we want to be.
It was such a dominant first half as well. Gabriel Martinelli in particular, so influential. Would you like to have kept him on the pitch longer? Was that an injury to him in the end?
Yes, so he could not carry on, so we had to make the sub. But I think in general we were really good. We generated a lot of chances. In the second half they were more aggressive and we generated chances but in open spaces, but we didn't find the trigger there in the right moment to put the ball in the back of the net. But overall, another victory. I'm really happy.
Why was it, you think, in the second half you were unable to keep the pressure on like you managed in that opening 45?
Well, there were changes that they were a bit more aggressive and the game required something else, but we had many opportunities, but we weren't that precise at the end to kill them because we had 4 big chances in the second half as well, and then you have to put the game to bed.
And in terms of the 8 changes you made, you must have been really pleased with the influence they had on the game overall.
Yes, because it's always tough. They don't have the right chemistry. It's a lot of changes. Some of them they haven't played together, but I mean their attitude is excellent. I think we have some big individual performances tonight as well. Great to be Javi Jesus after a year almost starting a game and making 100th appearance. Kepa as well, that his level of commitment with the group is just incredible, so very happy for the boys.
You play a lot of knockout football, and I know you don't want them to go to penalties every time, but the quality of those penalties must be quite reassuring.
Yes, very good, very composed, and yeah, it's very good. I mean, that's going to help us in the future if we need to go through that again.
And overall for the club, to get into a semi-final now and be within touching distance of some silverware, what does that mean?
Well, the second season in a row that we are in this competition, in the semi-finals. So, yeah, game every 3 days. We have the Christmas period right now. So, wish everybody a happy Christmas and all the best for the new year. And we will be here again in a few days. It brings extra games, but it can also bring a lot of confidence, can't it? And a lot of positivity to the players when you have a run like this. Yes, and it brought a lot of energy in the stadium as well. Thank you, everybody. The atmosphere that they created again. So, we're going to need them. I appreciate your time, Michael. Thank you. Good man.
Happy but businesslike.
About your team and their character, but in the end, one penalty was the difference.
Well, that's always in a penalty shootout. That one penalty is the difference. So, and this time we were the ones who missed it, but nobody to blame. So I think first half we had a bad performance, but then coming back like we did in second half was much better. And even then when we conceded the goal, it looked like a déjà vu from the league game. But then coming back again, so huge credit to the players. And then in penalty shootout everything is possible. And we have won 2 this year, and today. Arsenal were the lucky ones, honestly. Also, they took them so well. I've seen many penalty shootouts, but I can't remember that every single one was taken so well. Then one, has to miss, otherwise we would shoot until tomorrow. Yeah. So, and today, unfortunately, we were the ones. But again, we can build up on the second half performance, definitely.
Yes, what can you take from the performance? A lot of the resilience and clearly getting back in the game too.
Yes, exactly, and the way we played second half, the way we matched them, and when everybody is telling us so many games and you are fatigued and you are tired, and if this really is the case, you can't come back like we did today, not in the second half with this performance and not in the second half after a 0-1. So I think when we build up on the second half performance, we will play a very good season.
It was pure cup drama at the Emirates as Arsenal and Crystal Palace played out a tense 1-1 draw that kept fans on the edge of their seats from start to finish. The intensity was relentless, chances came at both ends, and the atmosphere reached boiling point as the match headed into penalties. Watching from the stands, Ian Wright summed it all up perfectly, going absolutely wild as the pressure mounted and every kick felt like a season-defining moment. Then came the shootout, and Arsenal showed nerves of steel. One by one, the Gunners stepped up and delivered, eventually sealing an 8-7 victory on penalties to book their place in the cup semi-finals. The roar at the final kick said it all. Relief, joy, and belief rolled into one. Another huge night under the lights, another statement from Arteta's side. This team is built for big moments, and the dream is very much alive.